What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Ken Brophy, CEO of Intrepid Metals. It's a pleasure to have you on today. Ken, how are you doing?
Doing great, Aaron. Thanks for asking.
Yes, I'm excited to be talking about the company. Can you start by giving us a brief introduction to Intrepid Metals, along with telling us more about what you guys do?
Yeah, no, most certainly. Intrepid Metals is a fairly new company. We completed a change of business in May of last year. We completed our first financing, a little over $3 million, with a strategic investment from Crest Capital. Throughout 2022, our key focus was to build out an Arizona-based portfolio of drill-ready projects that we feel have the potential to be responsibly developed and supply, the key base metals required for the energy transition all across the globe. We remain very bullish on copper, as we see report after report continues to illustrate the pending supply gap in the years to come, which will certainly be bullish for prices. And we believe it's a real easy commodity for investors to understand as we transition our economies. Before I go too far, I'd really like to also talk a little bit about our team. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by a great team that checks many of the important boxes for a growing company. Just within the board, my chairman, Mark Morabito, has extensive experience in the public markets, raising over 900 million, and has led several companies through regulatory processes as well, all the way to the New York Stock Exchange. More recently, we bolstered our board by adding Colleen Roach, a mining engineer with over 20 years of experience, of all facets of the industry, from development to operations, and most recently with a copper-focused mining company in the state. Just to round it out, we have a very strong, just technical advisory team who are very hands-on and have been a great resource as we continue to grow our project portfolio. One of them, in particular, Rebecca Sawyer. She recently developed a permitting strategy for an approved copper mine in Cochise County, where two of our projects lay.
It sounds like it's going to be an exciting year for you guys. So let's talk about the recent news. The company recently added additional Arizona properties to their portfolio. Can you tell us more about this and why it's so significant?
Yeah, no, I'm very bullish on all of our projects, but certainly the most recent one, we've renamed it the Corral Copper Project. The reason why we're calling it the Corral Project is what we're really doing is corralling a lot of kind of fragmented land ownership. We acquired a large piece last September, and then just recently we added another large piece from Cave Creek Copper. So combined right now, we have a little over 8,500 acres of property. And within just those two projects alone, we have, 30,000 meters of drilling data that we need to kind of drill into, as well as we acquired some, data from Anglo American, who did some work in the area in 2017. So we have their data, which is yet to be combined with all of the historical drilling database. So yeah, we're excited about moving that project forward.
So the company's focused on exploring for potential high grade, as you said, a focus on copper, but also silver, lead, and zinc mineral projects in proximity to producing mines in southeastern Arizona, USA. Can you tell us more about why you're focused on these metals specifically, and as you mentioned, copper as a focus?
I think, a lot of the base metals are extremely important. When I look at some of our kind of metals in particular or projects, I like to be able to point to why we need them. I think it's an easy story for people to understand. Lots of people, even with copper, no matter which commodity we look at, we all know throughout COVID, unfortunately, infrastructure, building came to a halt. So, governments all across the globe have made significant investments into infrastructure, and infrastructure is going to need metals like copper, like silver, as an example. So I think the long-term fundamentals for the mining sector remain bullish.
Definitely. So let's talk about mining jurisdiction now. why it matters more than ever, and also why it's important to be in established mining districts.
So I'll start, I guess, focus a little bit more just on Arizona as well. Like Arizona, I read just recently, is the largest non-fuel producing state in the U.S. And they're also by far the largest producer of copper. So I think, the state of Arizona is a great state to work in, a tier 1 jurisdiction. As we continue to look at projects, one of the areas that we always try to avoid is if it's in a national forest, we're not interested. The regulatory process can be, elongated. There can be great geologic potential, but that's just an area that we're trying to avoid. So all of our projects, fall within established mining districts primarily. So our Tombstone South project, which I'm very excited about, is actually just south of the town of Tombstone, a historical mining district, over 30 million ounces of silver produced. Our Corral Copper project, historical mining kind of took place, back in the 1800s, early 1900s. Upwards to 50,000 tons of ore was shipped out of the area, some grading up to 9.2%. And then our Mesa Well project, which we're also very excited about, has, it's kind of within the, I guess, Copper Triangle primarily. So all of our projects are in good jurisdictions and infrastructure. One of the things I really like about working in the state of Arizona is year-round opportunity. We don't have to worry about spending shareholders' money building roads or flying helicopter or flying drill rigs all around. We can put more of our investor dollars right into the ground.
For sure. So, which project are you most excited about in the near term, and what should we be looking forward to in 2023?
Which project am I more excited on? Our large technical team each have different views, but from my standpoint, I think the Corral Copper project is really exciting, and we're going to be able to bring a lot of exciting news, to the market in the near term. As I mentioned, there's, just within the property we have, there's over 30,000 meters of drilling, some significant drill intercepts. As we continue to, dig down into the data, a lot of the historical drilling all has assay reports. So we have the assay reports, so we feel confident that the results that we'll be able to put out, we will be able to duplicate with our next drill program. There's also several new exciting target opportunities that were, originally identified from the geophysical work done by Anglo. They identified numerous target areas. Our team has since dug a little bit further into that data and spent some time in the field, and we've identified some other exciting target areas. So I think that's one that I'm kind of a little bit more excited on in near term. That being said, the Tombstone South project, or actually, I think each one of our projects can be company makers in their own right. Each one of the projects have the potential to significantly shape the future of the company. So I'm really excited about all of them. Corral, maybe it's the new toy that makes it a little bit more exciting, but yeah, no, I'm excited to move all these projects forward.
Well, I'm excited to cover it, and we'll definitely have to have you back on for more updates. So finally, where's the best place for investors and prospective shareholders to find out more information on the company?
Well, you can certainly go to our website, www.intrepidmetals.com. You can follow us on Twitter, follow us on LinkedIn. We'll be at PDAC, booth 3133, for those that might be around. And yeah, feel free to reach out to us anytime.
Perfect, Ken. Well, best of luck with everything, and we'll have to have you back on soon.
Yeah, no, I look forward to it. Thank you for your time, Aaron.
If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.